Welcome back, Taekook sisters. This is once again a pnglyvkookfam YouTube channel, and I am back with another video analysis. And I am very excited to present to you a video that is somehow showing how Taehyung and JK always incorporate each other in their private albums or in their private songs. So, as I've said in the introductory part, Taekook sisters, this video will tackle about Taekook. Taehyung and JK always consistently include each other on their songs or in their music videos. Now, let's watch this and together let's find out if it's really true that Taehyung incorporate JK in his videos or songs, and likewise JK incorporates Taehyung in his songs or videos. So, are you familiar with this dance that Taekook actually did together? This was actually Taekook sisters. This is not from the company, or this is not the big hit videos. That means it wasn't from the BTS official account. This was just posted behind the scenes. That means this is not included for the actual video shooting for this performance of BTS that time. However, that time we were all really screaming because we witnessed Taekook dancing to some sort of jazz vibe, jazz aura here, when we can see that Taehyung and JK looks like they are very into each other while dancing. Taehyung looking to JK while their moves are very sway or somewhat very expressive, very sexy moves. Let's see this one. They're even holding their hands here, Taekook sisters. They're holding their hands. Look at that. They are holding their hands while dancing this kind of jazz thing. And I have never seen any BTS members doing thing or dancing like this, holding their hands, dancing in such a jazz genre. What do you think? Do you have ever seen them, other members, doing the same thing like Taekook are doing here? Look at that. They are really in sync. I mean to say, they share the same steps there. And now we witness another part of dancing here. Taehyung, when he released his song, someone played the role of JK. We cannot deny it, accept it already. This man right here, which Taehyung danced together with at that time, really resembles a lot of JK. From the tattoos, from the cap, black cap, and somewhat the features of this man right here. I'm not telling that this man right here exactly looks the same with JK, but this man right here was wearing somewhat the same as JK, showing his tattoos, and we cannot see the man's face or full face right here, even the eyes, because he is wearing a black cap, the same as Taehyung here. Taehyung is wearing red. But first thing we can think of this, and in case of if you are not a Taekooker and it is your first time seeing that Taehyung is dancing with this man right here, and this man right here's face is not that fully shown, we would really think that it was JK. We would really expect that Taehyung here is dancing with JK, right? Accept that. Like, when the first seconds you have watched this video of Taehyung and this man right here dancing, Golf, correct me if I'm wrong if I have mistakenly said his name. From that time, they've danced, and for the first seconds, we've watched this video of Taehyung and this man dancing. We've thought that that person was JK. But after how many seconds of replaying the video, we found out that it was not actually JK. It was just a cosplayer. Is it safe to say that it was a cosplayer of JK? Because obviously right here, Taekook sisters, it definitely shows how this man right here resembles JK. How manly, how this man shows his muscles, and we all know JK is a buff person already. Having big and toned muscles, and this somehow, I don't know who raised this concept about Taehyung and this man right here dancing. Maybe we don't know. Taehyung raised this concept to the production staff or the producers that he would like to dance with a cosplayer of JK. We don't know. We don't know really the whole reason, but to come to think of it, I'm only certain of one thing. I am thinking of one sure thing about this performance of Taehyung here. To think that this is Layover's album and it is Taehyung's first personal album. It is Taehyung's important milestone in his life. Creating this album is one of the indelible milestone of Taehyung. That means when we say indelible, that must have importance to Taehyung because that was his first album released. And why did Taehyung included this concept of him dancing with a cosplayer of JK? To think that this was all Taehyung's idea because it is his album. Think of it, Taekook sisters. Layover album is all Taehyung's idea, Taehyung's concept. And he included in his concept of his song the cosplayer of JK dancing together here. Taehyung and JK, the cosplayer rather, dancing in this video. And what do you think of this? Is this just lapses that, okay, there was no other person who wants to join me to dance in a jazz genre thing like this, so that's why they choose this man right here? Do you think it was just a coincidence that the man right here is someone really resembles JK? Do you think that way? Or do you think it was really Taehyung's intention to choose this man, this person right here, to dance with him in that video? I need your opinions about that, Taekook sisters, because that's the only two possible thing or answers I could think of right now. JK's cosplayer right here plays a vital resemblance of why Taehyung included this cosplayer in his own personal Layover album. So this is what I mean. From the tattoos to really like This man right here is not showing his full face, like we cannot see his forehead, but I think there's this kind of concept that they want to tell us. This man right here is someone like showing tattoos, wearing sleeveless shirts, showing toned muscles. That is the kind of concept that this layover album wants us to know. But why? Why would Taehyung wants us to know that he wants to show this concept of him and this cosplayer dancing together? Why? And we all know also, we just got recently the collaboration, though Taehyung was not part of releasing the song or like singing the song of IU's new song, but Taehyung collaborated with IU here by doing some acting skills. And the most, I think I would say, the most special or noticeable moment when the video was released was this: IU herself having a piercing on her lips. Not just that piercing, but also to the jacket that is black, and with this kind of IU here, Vkook sisters, we all know, I think I am not that IU avid fan, but I don't think I have seen IU in this kind of concept having a piercing on her lips like that. Like even before, like ever since, I didn't see IU having piercings, and this is, I think, the first time IU got herself a fake piercing just for the concept of this song. And the only thing that I really questioned about this piercing and this jacket right here is, again, Vkook sisters, this really resembles a lot of JK. JK is the person among other BTS, among the members of BTS, only JK had a piercing on her lips. Think of that. Realize that. Only JK. And is it still a coincidence that this concept right here of IU, why does she have to show that she has piercing? What is the connection of her having a piercing to the whole concept of her song rather? What's the connection of that piercing, of that kind of what do you call that character of IU in this music video or in this song to the concept, to the main concept? And also, maybe this is just a coincidence that IU is wearing a black jacket, and somehow as Taekookers, we always have this kind of stigma that JK is someone who really likes wearing hoodies, especially black hoodies. And somehow, again, this IU character right here really resembles a lot of JK. So what do you think again? Do you think it was just really a coincidence that IU put a fake piercing on her lips and this jacket right here? Do you think it was just a coincidence and that time she collaborated with Taehyung? Or in my mind, Vkook sisters, I'm thinking of maybe Taehyung suggested this specific character. Maybe Taehyung suggested that why should you put a piercing on your lips? But the only really question here that I'm really curious about to know the answer is that I know that the story of this music video is about how two people are fighting for each other's love, though um, they might be separated in different ways. Challenges are testing them, but I'm just really curious, what's the connection of having a piercing on her lips, though? That's only my question. And if you can answer that, Taekook sisters, I would be really be glad to know your answers. If you really have your idea about this one, please let me know in the comment section, okay? Look at that. The same position with the lip piercing of JK, obviously. And that's why I really don't call myself an overthinker or a delusional person, because there's already too much coincidences going on with Taekook, and you cannot just deny those all coincidences, because too many coincidences are already proofs. Those coincidences are already proofs that they are they keep on repeating. That means it is not more coincidence. We only say it's coincidence because it happened once. That means it was a coincidence. It's totally coincidence, right? But this time again, we keep on seeing Taehyung incorporating JK in everything he do. JK incorporating Taehyung in every concept or everything he does do. I don't think those are just coincidences. Now, next. So let's go to JK's part. We have already discussed how Taehyung incorporate JK in his Layover album and to this new collaboration between him and IU. Now let's talk about this part of JK showing how he flex Taehyung in his projects or in his songs or videos. Now this is the famous one. I know I keep on repeating, I keep on showing you this, but again, we have to look at things again here, because this is to remind you that these moments, these proofs are actually existing. These are actually happening even before. And here, it wasn't just a simple flex, but very somehow skeptical flex that one should have this kind of observational skills, because when you just look at JK in this music video, like you will just focus on his singing, or you will just focus on what he is wearing that time, to his hair, to his physical appearance. You won't easily notice what is actually in the background. Now, Taekookers are Taekookers, they always see what is hidden. But this is actually not totally hidden, because it's very visible to our eyes. The letter V on the wall in this video of JK. Now, a lot of armies that time argue that that was just a letter A, an upside down A, which means, or which stands for armies. But why did JK didn't just put letter A to make it sure that it's letter A? Because if you say again that this is letter A, no, it's not. It's totally V. And if you say it's for army, just like what JK had in his tattoos in his knuckles, JK has tattoos on his knuckles where we can see the army word there. But the army there is complete. There we can see the upside down V, the R, the M, and Y. But here it's only V. There were no letters R, M, and Y. So you cannot read that as army. that you can only read that as letter V. So you have to think of that, Taekook sisters. And another one. This was not just, it didn't happen for once. It happened second time here and standing next to you. JK, again, if you only focus to his acting skills or singing skills here, not watching the background or not looking deeply, intensively to the background, you would definitely not notice what is more hidden. And again, we can see there the letter V again. And if you will still argue that it means army because it's the same thing that we can see in JK's tattoos. Again, I've already told you, if you say this is army, JK would have included the letter R, M, and Y. But no, it is only the letter V. So that means it's letter V. That's simple. That's how you reflect. That's how you analyze that. It's very simple. You have just to differentiate the things that you have seen in JK's tattoos and with this letter here. It's totally different. But still, you argue that it means armies. It stands for armies. I don't know. That's my opinion. But I don't know with you. But in my case, obviously for me, it's letter V. Now, moving on. Okay, I just also have to mention here that JK actually look on the side where the letter V was written, okay? So I'm not telling you that I made this, maybe I edited. No, it is actually, you can see this in YouTube. You can search the specific videos right here. JK turned his head in exact position where the letter was written, where the letter V was put. So I don't know, maybe it was just a coincidence that he looked at that area, because you will always say, oh, that was just a coincidence. Stop being delusional. That was just a coincidence that JK looked at that side, look at that area. But in my case, again, no, too much coincidences. I would not believe in too much coincidences. Are still coincidences? No, these are already something what genius people can do, can act. Because they are genius, they don't have to show what is really what they want to tell us. They just have to simply showcase something that, yeah, we are real, and we don't have to show it to you. We don't have to prove it to you. That's how I perceive Taekook here. They don't show it. They don't show it actually. Like, Taehyung doesn't have to include JK himself in his music video, but he got a cosplayer of JK, and here JK put the letter V on the wall for his music video. Again, as I said, they don't have to literally be together in that video to show or to prove that they are real. It's just, you have to understand they are genius people. They share that they share something not secret, but actually they are somewhat private. They share something. They show people, especially Taekookers, things that are very connected with each other. But in such case, they don't say it literally or actually. Now moving on. So this was during the slow dancing and Love Wins All of IU and Taehyung. Look at that. Taehyung here having the cosplayer of JK, and Taehyung here again having such a resemblance of JK, having a lip piercing and the black jacket, which we all know really very familiar. JK loves wearing black jacket. And also here, this is one famous moment of Taekook that again a lot of non-Taekookers are still arguing that during that day Taekook just coincidentally wore the same shirt. But no, I would definitely disagree. JK, while shooting his song called 7, he actually wore this couple shirt. This was actually a couple shirt with a heart on it, and that was the same day where Taehyung attended a concert, a Bruno Mars, correct me if I'm wrong, that was a Bruno Mars concert. But JK, since he had a schedule for this shooting, so he has to go to the production to shoot this specific part of his music video. So JK wasn't able to come with Taehyung to that concert, but since they are planning to go together, Taehyung wore the same exact shirt with JK here. And that somehow you would definitely cannot deny that Taekook here at that the same day, only the both of them wore the same shirt. So what if they went to that concert? What if together they went to that concert? I would really think they would wear the same shirt. And the shirt is a couple shirt. It has heart on it. I guess you would still say it's just a coincidence that they bought the same shirt. That's absurd. This one is the proof. Taehyung attended the concert. It's the same shirt that JK was wearing in the first video that I've shown to you. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now we have also here Taekook tattoos, the number 7 tattoos. Again, I don't have to explain this, I think, because this was already explained for my previous videos before. And I keep on repeating this. I just really have to remind you that this is how Taekook really shows how they flexed each other in their own endeavors. Again, the tattoos of JK and Taehyung, if we will merge them, it will form the Vkook sign, the famous Vkook sign. And we all know Taehyung had his what do you call this kind of thing? Hand, I don't know specifically, but this is actually the Taehyung's hands, but Taehyung also included here the Vkook sign. So what do you think? Is it still a coincidence that they are always having this Vkook sign? Why does Taehyung have to include the Vkook sign here? Do you think of it like, do you find it strange? Like, JK included the letter V on his Standing Next to You music video, right? The one that was written on the wall, it was letter V. Now here, Taehyung included the letter A. We can see here that this letter right here is an upside down A. And if we relate it to JK's tattoo, Army, that could mean that this letter A right here could also mean A for armies. However, this letter or sign actually means also vkook sign. So I think there's really a connection between the letter V and the letter A when we relate it to Taekook. I don't know. I really don't have much idea why Taehyung have included this vkook sign here in this palm. I don't know what to call this, but I think is it a frame? And here JK, the same thing goes. He included the same vkook sign that Taehyung put on his hand on this part right here in the previous video. The same, look at that. It's the upside down A, and here in the next video of JK, it's the upside down A again, and it's the famous vkook sign. So vkook sisters, enough is enough. Your coincidences are already too much. You have to think that these are not coincidences. These are just too much to be coincidences to be considered still coincidences. Accept it already. We got Taekook. Taekook is definitely very, very real. Very, very connected to each other. They never fail to, I mean, sorry for the wrong grammar. They never fail to flex each other, include hints in everything they do. Now, I guess this is the end of it. So I hope that I was able again to impart something information about how Taekook themselves flexed each other, how they incorporate each other in their important albums, in their songs. So in that way, I'm happy that I was able to deliver you this information. But anyways, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe vkook sisters, so that whenever I post videos, you will be easily notified. And also vkook sisters, again, please don't please just stay tuned all the time, because I will be posting time to time analysis videos, because as I've said, starting today we have to start with making videos which needs to have my narration to avoid the copyright issues or copyrighted claim. Now, I guess this is it, the end. I hope that you are happy watching this video, and I was able to put smiles into your hearts and into your minds, vkook sisters. Love you all. You know that I am always here. I will never leave you. Please just stay healthy, be happy, and love yourself. You can always message me if you want to talk to something with. If you want to lean on, you can always message me. You know that you can always message me through my Gmail account, because yeah, we're all vkook sisters. We're all family here. We should rely on each other, we should respect each other, and we should love each other. So that's it. Thank you so much, and love you all. Bye bye.